This week, we're taking you along beautiful Hebridean island life in some of the best anchorages. The water's so clear, we were tempted to get in. Are you second guessing it?
No, let's do it.
Welcome to Sailingjibsea. 2 years ago, we knew nothing about sailing, but took off from Canada with an urge for adventure. I'm Steph. This is Travis, and this is our home, Jibsea. We moved quickly and in a short time have made it down south and even crossed an ocean, but we still have a whole lot more of the world to see. Subscribe and join our life on the water. Hey guys, welcome back to Sailingjibsea. We are back in Scottish waters for the second time this season. After spending a couple of weeks up in the Faroes, more north, in chillier weather, we are chasing the rest of summer before it officially ends, and we're moving quite quickly through the Hebrides from Stornoway, making our way south. We're excited to be showing you some of the scenic and remote spots that we tucked into. We did find turquoise waters and sandy beaches that, admittedly, we have been missing. We did our provisioning in Stornoway and we're ready to wander where the Wi-Fi is weak. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different. You're going to be seeing less of our faces and more visuals. A lot of the spots that we're cruising through, dropping the hook in, have very limited, if any, cell reception. It is still important that we are connected somehow so that we can at least get weather updates so that we know that we're picking the appropriate anchorage for whatever weather is coming. We don't have a satellite internet service because that's not really cruiser kitty friendly, at least not for our cruising kitty. We rely heavily on public Wi-Fi networks along the way. With that being said, I do want to take a quick minute to talk about our sponsor this week, Surfshark VPN. For those who don't know, a VPN is a virtual private network which protects your connection while online when using public Wi-Fi networks, for example, that are not secure. So when we connect to those networks, we are exposing ourselves to whatever threats could be on that connection, anybody that could be lurking. It just protects any information that you are sending across that connection, whether we're logging into accounts, banking, for example, sending files. It's just making sure that private information stays private. Got Surfshark on our laptops, our tablets, our cell phones. With one account, you use it on an unlimited number of devices. Happy Thanksgiving to our American viewers. For Black Friday, we have a discount code. We've got 85% off plus 3 months free if you use this code here, Jibsea, at checkout. If you try it out, it's not your thing, no worries. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So yeah, hopefully that is helpful to some of you guys. If you are planning on heading to some of the places that we're going to be showing you, keep in mind there is limited to no mobile coverage. You might be at the mercy of free public Wi-Fi networks like we are. We'll show you some of the spots that we were able to find Wi-Fi connectivity to check our weather, all the day-to-day things. Stornoway is a great place to get things done, refresh, and prepare to head out for some anchorage hopping. In the 14th and 15th centuries, this area was subject to feuds between the MacLeods and the MacDonalds. By the early 17th century, MacDonalds gained control over the area. Duntulm Castle ruins stand on the northern tip of the Isle of Skye. Legend has it the castle was abandoned after a nursemaid was set adrift on the North Atlantic in a small boat. She was responsible for the care of an infant who fell from the castle down to the rocks below. The wind pointed us towards our next anchorage here, which looked like a neat spot. A narrow entrance to get into what's known as Wizard Pool, where you're fully enclosed in a small lock. Isle of Canna was a lovely stop where we joined several other sailboats. There are about 10 moorings in the harbour. No mobile coverage on the island that's inhabited by 16 people. Electricity comes from a diesel generator, and provisions are obtained by the people who live here by going to the mainland. There's one cafe on the island which is only open in the summer. We did come across an unstaffed community shop with a small variety of items for sale, all based on an honor system. The shop was actually where we were able to get some free Wi-Fi to check weather.
wait for better days to come and carry us like wind.
Next stop are the Treshnish Isles. Lunga is a bird reserve and the largest of the islands. It's where you come to see puffins and other seabirds. Normally, you can see tons perched up on the hills, but with the avian flu outbreak, there were none, and the island was closed off to visitors in efforts to reduce the spread of the flu and to allow birds there to breed in peace. We haven't been able to see the bottom in quite a while. It's really pretty. We passed Iona, where we made a quick stop on the small island. It's thought to be the first Christian site on Scotland, and many take the ferry across to see the Iona Abbey. Being a popular tourist destination, there were a number of cafes, restaurants, and small shops catering to same. There's also a small grocery store on the island to restock on basics. And bonus for us, Wi-Fi was accessible here. Cruising through the Isle of Mull, there were numerous spots to tuck into with secluded sandy beaches. The water was so clear and vibrant, almost inviting for a swim despite the cooler weather.
I think today's the day. The water up here in Scotland is pretty clear. It's really pretty, a lot of really pretty areas. But we've been kind of chicken shits to go under the water. One, because it's cold, and two, we just haven't had any crazy warm sunny days. We've had some sunny days, just they weren't as warm, they're just not warm. But oddly enough, today is overcast, but it's the warmest day we've had. It's really nice. It's just above 15 degrees. The water's around, I think, 8 to 10 degrees. And we're in a nice pretty area that you can actually see the bottom. It's sandy. And we're gonna go check this little spot out right here, because we can swim off the back of the boat. We're gonna stick our heads underwater and check it out. See how cool. Maybe we'll see a seal, maybe we'll see an octopus, who knows what we'll see. But we came all this way up here and it is clear waters. We kind of have to check out underwater, see what it's like.
We're gonna test it.
Okay. About 11 degrees.
11. Dang. Yeah, it's gonna be cold.
So 11 degrees. I think 11 degrees you'd want maybe a 5 mil wetsuit, not a 3.5, that's what we have. And we don't really have hoods. Well, I have like a really thin hood that Steph's gonna use. I'm just gonna use this shirt, and hopefully that'll work a little bit. Then we got some crappy gloves we'll put on, and we'll have to figure out boots. Well, I have boots and my flippers can kind of fit into them. Steph just has Caribbean style slip-in slippers, or slip-in flippers. So we'll have to figure out how to keep her feet warm. But yeah, we're gonna give it a go. Pretty excited, and it's gonna be cool. Let's do it.
Got layers underneath our wetsuits to add warmth. Are you second guessing it?
No, let's do it. See how long we last.
Yeah, it might just be a quick dip and a run back into the showers.
Not that big of wusses. If we had all the right equipment, it'd be no problem.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a shallow area right behind us. Right there. See how far we actually make it. I might just make it off the transom here.
You gotta get the warmth going. It's cold for a second, and then once you get it going, it warms up.
You go first. got into it, but I'd say it would have helped a lot more if I had proper handwear and footwear, because I just had my thin little neoprene socks that I put regular socks under. You must be a little colder.
My head, I can't feel it. It's numb.
Yeah, the hood helped a lot, but
wish we had proper gear, because it'd be fun to come out here and just do the same thing we did in the Caribbean and just hunt for stuff.
I'm going to be here a lot longer. That would be a good investment, but
like 5mm wetsuits and hoods and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but we're making our way down south right now, so probably a little late for that. See ya! Guided by the direction of the wind and some strong currents in the North Channel, we bounced between a few other anchorages as we continued our way south before arriving in Belfast, Northern Ireland, where we'll spend a couple of days before continuing onwards. We're headed to yet another new country, so stay tuned for next week's episode where we embark on our voyage to England.